Yep, it's September the 8th, 2023, and I'm sat in my car in Pemberton, just ready to set off for the allotment. And you're reading that correctly, it is 31.5 degrees Celsius. Or for our American friends, just shy of 89 degrees Fahrenheit. It's something like 87.7 or something like that degrees Fahrenheit. Whatever it is, it's bloody hot. So I'm going to go up and have a look at our little babies that we planted out the other night and just see how they're getting on. Give them a nice drink. Okay guys, see you in a bit. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a bit of a mystery on our hands. I've come up to do the watering up here at the plots, and somebody's nicked the hose pipe extension, which I keep here. There, on its special hanger. I've looked everywhere. I've looked inside the tiki hut. I've looked inside the little black hut of death. It's not there. It's not in any of the polytunnels. So it's a bit of a mystery that as to where it's gone. There's its big brother. That one. But the actual extension is one of those, I think they start off at about 5 metres long, and then when you fill them up, they spread to about 15 metres, you know. One of those flexible rubber cord ones. And that's the second one I bought this year, because the first one went bang. It popped itself. But the second one I bought from Asda about 7 weeks ago. And just before the rains actually, so it's probably a couple of months ago to be honest with you guys. And it was hung up on there, and now it's not, which is a mystery. Very strange, very odd. I hope it's not the person who's been shutting the doors. Oh God. When we had the hot spells earlier on, and me and John were coming down about 6 weeks ago, these doors kept getting closed, and that's why we're propping them open now. In fact, that's gone. We have been propping them open, I can assure you. But, yeah, no hose. Somebody had been coming on and shutting the door and shutting the window when it was hot. Oh, God almighty. Where do they get off? Some folk. Anyway, I don't want to depress you all with my troubles and woes and criminal activities and investigations. We'll just have to crack on, won't we? I'll just have to fill up the watering cans and do it the old-fashioned way. Oh, well, never mind. They're going to be switching the water off shortly anyway, apparently. So it's just as well we've got our own water storage facilities. I'll show you one of our water storage facilities right now. And it's a relay of water butts that we've got behind me. Now what happens is, with the tiki hut, the rainwater comes off, and it's such a bit of a pitch. That's a flat roof, but it's such a bit of a pitch. So the rainwater comes down. It's only about a 5-degree drop, but it drops then into the gutter, and then it runs down the gutter, down the pipe, into this first one, which then, once it's filled up, goes through this tube into the second one, and through this tube into the third one, and through this tube into the final one. Now each one of these, I believe, is 100 litres. 100 litres of water. So that's 400 litres of stored rainwater that we've got in these. And I haven't been using these ones because I've been using these other ones that we've got up here. It's been very hot, as you saw before, so we need to retain water as much as we can. So anything that's got a roof on it, we try and hook something up to catch that water and retain it. Now we've been using this when we've had some dry spells, which has only really been the last few days, because we've had rain before that, and we've not needed to water up outdoors. We've only needed to water up inside the tiki tunnels, which are these behind me, for the tomatoes and the cucumbers and such like. So we'll crack on with that. There is one there, look. I might use this one. This is not the one that's gone missing, but this is one that potentially we can use. a hose pipe extension, and I think I will. I'll have to use that. We'll get on with that rather than using our saved water. So we're in the beautiful late season brassica cage, my favourite, and we're just going to get a bit of watering up them. These pointy hispy cabbages are coming on nicely. Are they hispy ones, these? I'm not sure. I think they might be roundheads, to be honest. They're a sort of cabbage anyway, guys, that's for sure. I've taken a couple of these out the other day. Because they'd been slug bitten to death. So they'll get a few slugs there, look. The night time is not only the right time to be with the one you love, it's also the right time to do watering up when it's been hot and sunny. Because if you do it in the daytime, what you can tend to get happening is the beads of water that collect on your leaves act like lenses and focus the sun's rays through them, and you get burn marks, you get little burn holes in from actually where the sun's rays have penetrated through the lens and burnt your leaves. You don't want that, guys. Look at him. Look at that little swine. Hanging about, knocking about. Catch some cabbage whites if you're going to do that. So we're just going to give it all a general spray down. That'll cool them down as well. Because as I say, it's been very, very, very hot conditions. I'll try not to destroy them, Mr. Spider in his web. He's doing no harm. He's doing good, really, that guy. Another one at the back here. There's a few spinners knocking about. But they'll do no harm. They'll be eating the bugs and the flies that are knocking around. Give them a good drink. We're having thunderstorms on Sunday, guys, so we don't need to go too crackers. Well, it's just in the interim. It's going to be another hot day tomorrow, by all accounts. Although not quite as hot as today. It's going to be around 30 degrees tomorrow. But we're not here tomorrow. We're at Southport Air Show tomorrow. So check us out there. I might put a posting up tomorrow about Southport Air Show. It's on for 2 days, the Air Show, but we're just going for the Saturday one. You're going to see some Second World War aircraft. As well as other military aircraft, apparently. I don't know the full itinerary, but the lady farmer booked it a while ago, so we're definitely on our way there tomorrow. I'll carry on watering up and then I'll get back to you guys, alright? So we're all watered up now, and you can physically feel in the atmosphere that things have gone cooler. And a lot of that is down to the moisture that's now in the air, and that moisture, as it evaporates, will tend to cool the plants down. And you know, that humidity will be beneficial. They won't get too dried out and burned, or there's a less chance of it. Everything's watered up now. John's been down this week and he's cleared away some bracken, some bric-a-brac, in the form of some old bush. So the blackberry bush, we've trimmed it right down. We spoke about it on the weekend, me and John. He's trimmed it right down so that there's only about like 8 inches of stem sticking out. So all the old has gone. But don't worry. Fear not, dear viewer. That will come back stronger than ever next year. You can see all the burst out from where the original plant was. That'll come through as fresh. So you'll get that growing back. Might not get fruit just next year, but the year after we should get bumper crops, because it'll spread its wings and you'll get that fresh growth coming through. So he's done that, he's weeded it as well, so that's looking better, do you know what I mean? All this meadow grass or whatever it's called in here, that's a pain in the bottom. It's a constant battle with the weeds, as you know, on these plots. You've just got to keep plucking them as you find them. And just try and keep on top of it. But all that was trimmed back, all of that comfrey was chopped back so that we could get rid of the weeds. So there was bramble and also a lot of stinging nettle there, so it's all been taken back. And them comfrey plants, this was less than a week ago, this, when John did that, all went down to the deck, and you can see already they're coming up through the fresh comfrey. Thinned that one out. That one grows like a weed, because essentially comfrey is a weed. It is a weed. So it's all coming up and it spreads. Originally, when I got that plant, I nicked that plant, and it was a wild one that was over on the lane there, and it was only the size of your fist. The root rhizome, the root ball, was about the size of my fist, and that got buried in that corner. And from that point, over the last 2 years, it's spread along here. So it does, it kind of takes over, unless you pen it in, you know, put it into a big bucket or something, so it doesn't have the chance. It's like mint does the same thing, spreads underground and pops up. Yeah, so does horse's tails and bindweed. But horse's tails and bindweed are the devil's plants, boys and girls, whereas mint and comfrey are not. They're very beneficial. They're God's plants given to us to assist the gardener in his growth. All right. Have a fantastic weekend. Friday night tonight, boys and girls. Don't get too drunk. You're up for the plots in the morning. Alternatively, you're up to go down to Southport Air Show and look at some fighter planes and bombers and all that kind of thing, which is what I'm going to be doing this weekend with the kids. Going on the train. They love the train, the kids. And they love planes. And they love war, because they're 2 little boys. And, you know, it's hard work sometimes. But well worth it. So I'll catch you later. Take care of each other and yourselves. And remember, we love you all. Doesn't matter what you are. Male, female, indifferent. You're all God's children, and, you know, we love you equally. So, yeah, keep growing with your heads down. And I'll catch you probably on Sunday, because we're due thunderstorms on Sunday, so that might be a bit exciting. Although if I feel the need, I'll post a few shots tomorrow of the show, of the Southport Air Show. All right, guys. See you later. Tatty bye. Ta-da.